Move.
Rechts of links? Betaald? Betaald. Oh, je gaat toch niet posten?
Ja, keine.
We machen online. Mijn koers.
Jetzt schaffen! Drebbenwedstrijd. Jeder soll weggehen. Jeder soll weggehen. Ein guter Lein. Geht's weg. Einer von vor, ich sticker auf. Come on,
Can you tell me why you are here today? You are Jewish, but you stay with us Palestinians here. Can you tell me why?
Yes, because we are Jewish, that's exactly why we're here today. We as Jews, we are opposed to the whole concept of Zionism. We want Zionism to cease to exist, and then there will be peace once more in the Holy Land, like before there was Zionism. And we are here today to demonstrate against this war criminal who is getting impunity for war crimes, and also the JNF, which is a land robbery against Palestinian people in the Holy Land, in Palestine. We as Jews, we feel obliged to stand up and tell everyone, Judaism is not Zionism. Judaism is for peace, against violence, against occupation, against land grabbing, against war crimes, against everything else. That's what we are here today for.
So you don't say that the country is Israel. You say the country is the Holy Palestine.
Yes, it's the Holy Palestine, Holy Land, which is called Palestine. We do not recognize the state of Israel as being legitimate, whether in political humanitarian grounds, and as well as our Jewish faith grounds, and that the grounds of our Jewish faith we will never recognize its legitimacy.
Where were you born? Listen, you're lucky to be in a country where you're very lucky.
They are using the Holocaust. Zionists are using the Holocaust. Don't use the Holocaust. Don't use the Holocaust to do war crimes against Palestinians. You're using the Holocaust. You're using the death of a lot of Jewish people.
He saw an opportunity here in Milwaukee and he cornered the market.
Abe Freund drives a Jeep Cherokee with New York plates. And when this footage was shot in June outside a mental health clinic in Wisconsin, Freund was a long way from home. Abe Freund's legal residence is more than 800 miles to the east in the Orthodox Jewish enclave of Kiryas Joel, New York. A village where 2/3 of the residents live below the poverty line and 40% are on food stamps. Yet Abe Freund's house on Acres Road has a nice extension and new windows.
What are you doing? Shut it up!
Okay. One of the residents in Abe Freund's home was angry when we came knocking.
But you cannot come with this when you're looking.
I'm looking for Mr. Freund. The people of Kiryas Joel are leery of outsiders, but we had a lot of questions to ask Abe Freund. Back in December 2016, Abe Freund's Acacia Mental Health Clinic in Milwaukee was hit with a federal lawsuit.
In my opinion, they knew that this was coming.
This former employee doesn't want to be identified. She told our Milwaukee affiliate WITI, Freund's clinic chronically ordered urine tests for substance abusers, even during therapy sessions.
People were coming in 3 times a week and they were getting tested 3 times a week. That's excessive.
The feds sued Acacia under the False Claims Act, alleging Acacia made nearly $6 million just on urine tests in a 4-year period. The clinic initially getting $230 in reimbursement for every screening instead of a standard $20. At one point, that number jumping to $475 a test. And the government says Freund's clinic captured 99% of Medicaid payments in all of Wisconsin for mental health and substance abuse counseling. Kiryas Joel, New York is about 885 miles away from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And federal prosecutors charged Abe Freund went even farther away to find a psychiatrist who would write prescriptions for the clinic patients in Milwaukee. They said he used Dr. Isaac Nagel of Israel to see the patients by teleconferencing. You can see the Medicaid reimbursements for 2 psychiatrists went from $67,000 in 2011 to nearly $285,000 in 2012. Medicaid guidelines prohibit non-U.S. contractors from getting government money. Abe Freund's lawyer said he did nothing wrong, but he announced plans to close the clinic in June. The state of Wisconsin approved a new clinic to open called Achievement Associates. In June, the new administrator was Nina Florsheim, and she was seen meeting Abe Freund in the clinic parking lot. He handed her a card. She handed Freund a pink bag with a black book inside. Florsheim later said she had sold her interest in the new clinic to Nathaniel Friedman, who happens to live up the block from Abe Freund in Curious Joel, New York, at 166 Acres Road. His family buzzed us in, but when I started asking questions, and guess who's running the urine lab now? Isaac Freund, who's listed as the owner of that lab in Milwaukee, Abe's son, lives with his family here in Curious Joel, New York, in this large property that was built in 2014. The massive home, 11,500 square feet, is listed on Zillow as having 11 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms. And we couldn't help but notice the pretty French doors leading to balconies and a large number of windows. A woman answered one of the bells.
I'm looking for Isaac Freund. My name is Mary Murphy. I'm with Pixel. I need to speak to him about the lab in Milwaukee. Where could I find him?
We made a final attempt to reach Abe Freund by telephone.
Abe Freund is not available.
Neither Freund nor his lawyer called us back. The former employee told us she thinks Freund looked at the heroin plague in Wisconsin, a public health emergency throughout the U.S., as a business opportunity.
At the end of the day, these people are being taken advantage of, and the taxpayers are paying for it as well.
I'm Mary Murphy, Pix 11 News.